Hey guys, this is Freezer here with A-Spec Airsoft, and today I'll be bringing you a review of the Well R2 Skorpion. This is an AEP, it's an alternative for an MP7. It's a very, very nice gun, and you can get it off A-Spec Airsoft for $90. So, let's open it up. So, open up the box. Inside is your standard paperwork, which includes A-Spec Airsoft warranty, 30 days, called an A-Spec Airsoft Chrono inspection sheet, 250 to 260, tested and inspected by Adam. A Skorpion instruction manual. It's actually not too bad. I didn't see much Chinglish in here. It was entirely in English, actually. There wasn't a bit of Oriental in here whatsoever. So we got the paper out of the way, and this is what will be inside the box. A pack of 200.2 BBs, but you should use TSD. A small plastic bag that contains a front side post adjuster, an Allen tool, and a bright orange muzzle cap. A 7.2 450 milliamp chemical hydrate battery, a special charger for that battery, an old style speed loader, a 50 round magazine, and a 370 round winding drum mag, and your Well R2 Skorpion. Now let's talk a little bit about the real gun that is behind the Well R2 Skorpion. Well R2 Skorpion is based off of the Czechoslovakian Skorpion VZ61. It is a Czechoslovakian 7.65mm submachine gun or machine pistol. It was developed in the 1950s by Miroslav Rybayar. Don't kill me if I pronounced that wrong. And it was manufactured in the arms factory in Usker Brod. Although it was developed for use with security forces, the weapon was also accepted into service with the Czechoslovak Army as a personal sidearm for lower-ranking Army staff, vehicle drivers, armored vehicle personnel, and special forces. Currently, the weapon is in use with armed forces of several countries. Production rights to the Skorpion were also acquired by the Yugoslavian Crvena Zastava factory, currently Zastava Arms, which licensed built the weapon in the 1980s as the M84, and it features a synthetic pistol grip as compared to the original version. A civilian semi-automatic version was also produced, known as the M84A, which is also available in 380 ACP or 9x17mm short. Now that we've talked about the history behind the real weapon, let's talk about the features of the Well R2. A 20mm rail that you can mount lasers or grenade launchers if you're feeling adventurous and kind of crazy, but it is removable if you don't want it on there. An overfolding stock. To unfold it, simply push the bar slightly apart. Will come open and lock into place right there. Put it against your shoulder. It's pretty solid. To put it back, push the bars together, lift it up over, and it clamps into place right over the front sight. Next is the charging handle, which is right here. You simply pull it back, which exposes the hop-up unit on the top of the weapon, as you can see right here. Fire selector switch on this weapon is on the left side of the weapon, and it is very unusual because for it to be on safe, it is in the middle. For it to be on single, it goes towards the back of the gun, and for it to be on full auto, it goes towards the front of the gun. Another neat feature to this gun is that it comes with a drum magazine, so you can spray people and just be like, just spray people with it. It's pretty cool. These are iron sights for the Skorpion. They are quite reminiscent of the AK-47 or AK-74 sights, so that's what they are. But they are flip up, and I find it kind of ridiculous because the setting that it's on right now says it's calibrated for 150, and then they flip right there. There's not a difference, really. So I don't know why you'd be using these iron sights anyway, because once again, this is a weapon that you go spray people with.
Is this gun lipo ready? Hey, there's everywhere on my face. Ah!
No, it's not lipo ready! No!
Now we'll talk about the metal and plastic components to the Well R2 Skorpion. So the plastic components to this gun include the pistol grip, the upper receiver, the 20mm rails, and the big orange tip. But everything else on this gun is metal. The magazine, the trigger guard, the fire selector switch, charging handle, the overfolding stock, the sights, and the lower receiver is all metal.
Thank you, Freezer. Now to the internal reports. This is by far one of the, it's kind of a different, and it doesn't use standard AEG components, as you can tell, because the standard gearbox is definitely not going to fit into here. The motor alone would take up this entire handguard. So it's using a smaller gear, smaller piston head, and springs, so you're not going to achieve 300 FPS. You can, but it's like running 500 FPS in an AEG standard, like your AK or M4. It'll work, but it'll just break eventually, like quicker. So it's shooting around 250 to 260 FPS, and it's basically just a pistol, guys, like an AEP pistol, and this is AEP gearbox, which is just an automatic electric pistol gearbox. So they take small 7.2 volt little AEP batteries that fit into here. You can't get standard ones without modifying it, like just standard Tanema connectors. But you'd have to run an external battery source. The hop-up unit is kind of unique. It's one of its own. The hop-up is very good and actually very responsive on here. So that pretty much covers the Skorpion internals. So back to you, Freezer.
Thank you, Delta One, for the internal reports. Now for the final conclusion, which has a drum mag in it. So this is a very, very good gun. It's an AEP. It's a excellent AEP at that, just because of its sheer ability to fill the air with BBs with its rate of fire somewhere around 800 rounds per minute on a 7.2 on a good charge. So definitely a good sidearm for CQB. You just fill an entire area with BBs, and the trigger response is amazing as well. If you live up north and it gets cold in the winter and you want to play, you normally have gas pistols. Since it's cold, your FPS and other things are going to go down in quality with your gun. So this is a great substitution for that, because you don't have to worry about anything like that happening just because it's electric, and the rate of fire and all that kind of stuff is amazing. So it's definitely it's a great sidearm. It's affordable at $90, which you can get off acebacairsoft.com. Comes with a drum magazine, so you don't need to worry about running out of ammo, as well as the 50-round mid-cap. So all around, a pretty great buy. So this has been our review of the Well R2 Skorpion. Thanks for watching.